araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga.
Nagbabalik tayo mula dito sa Amoranto Arena as we continue action dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Tapos na tayo sa unang trilogy, Quezon Junior Huskers vs Mindoro Troops Hoops. Ngayon, mapunta naman tayo sa ating next trilogy, Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops kontra sa Bauan Cafe 1. Then later on today, it will be the battle between Quezon City versus Cavite City. Magandang tanghali sa inyo lahat. Diego de la Paz po, kasama si Coach Anton de los Reyes. And later on, makakasama natin ang third member of the panel na si Renoa Sanchez. And Coach, we have a brand new battle on court dito sa Amoranto Arena.
Brand new virtual best of 3. Again, good afternoon to everyone watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Alright, ang ating match at hand, Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops kontra sa Bauan Cafe 1. Both of these teams sporting an identical 1-2 record, pero one of them aangat, isa naman babagsak.
Again, it's in this game, Dasmariñas fell short in their game against Muntinlupa, losing by just 6 points, dropping their record to 1-2. Like what you mentioned, after a strong start with an opening win, they've now suffered back-to-back losses. Still, this team shows promise from their support system to their deep lineup. Question is, can they all put it together in their last game? Kian Magno getting 12 points, 8 rebounds, pacing their squad.
And mapunta naman tayo sa kabilang dulo. Itong Bauan Cafe 1, starting this season with a loss. They got a win in their second outing, pero they dropped their last assignment.
So again, 1-2 record after falling to Las Piñas by 14 points in their last game. In that game, their opponent set the tone early in the first half, making it tough for Bauan to catch up despite the efforts in the latter stages. The question now, can they start strong and set the pace this time around? Chris Jefferson Bailon, 12 points, 4 assists in that game against Las Piñas.
Okay, we will find out shortly kung ang Dasmariñas or ang Bauan will get back on the winning track. Now let's send it over to our Coliseum announcer, Gio Cruz, for the introduction of the starters for both teams.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Excitement continues here at Amoranto Sports Complex, Quezon City, for the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's the 14-other division between the Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops and Bauan Cafe Uno. Now let us meet the starting five from both teams. First, for the Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops. Starting guard number 29, Cedric Rojas. To guard number 30, Aldrich Flores. Small forward number 12, Dashiel Rovelo. Power forward number 20, Arvin Mortel. And at center number 18, Akram Singh. The head coach is Archie Bernardino, assisted by Nico Masangya and Hotman Makino. Team manager Alfie Guanze. And now let us meet the starters for Bauan Cafe Uno. Starting guard number 43, Jason Bautista. To guard number 9, Simon Hilapo. At forward number 11, Marcus Oy. Also at forward number 14, Chris Bailon. And man in the middle, number 27, Prince Lubaton. The head coach is Joel Gragasin. His assistants are Carlo Gonzalezin, Lando Magdasal, Ariel Tolentino, and team manager Lando Magdasal. Officiating this ball game, Kim Clavicilias, Von Racho, and Eric Demapanag. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Kid Picasso.
On your screens right now, ang ating The Ride team starters. The Ride ang official game ball ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Bauan starting with Bautista, Hilapo, Bailon, Uy, and Lubaton. Dasmariñas starting with Rojas, Flores, Mortel, Ravelo, and Singh. Ating crew chief na si Von Racho with the basketball. The ball is up and we are underway. Don Pacundo. Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops wearing their white uniforms with blue and orange stripe. While itong Bauan Cafe Uno naman in their menacing black with green and white trim.
Talagang menacing.
Oh, menacing. Oo naman, kakaiba kasi ang black uniforms. Yung may dagdag
intimidation factor.
Exactly.
Yun.
Took the words right off my mouth, coach.
I hope I didn't.
Turnovers on both ends of the floor, and now Bauan with another steal. Chris Bailon kicks it out. 16 to shoot. Bailon gets the ball back. Trying to drive down the middle and stolen away by Dasmariñas. And here comes the attack. Off the window, wala para kay Dashiel Ravelo. And another empty trip para sa Dasmariñas. The stop and pop for Bauan. And finally, Hale Hilapo opens the scoring dito sa ating second of 3 14 and under matches ngayong Saturday.
Great move by Hale. In control. Getting that stop and pop finish.
Gandang stop and pop nga yan, coach.
Diba? Hindi niya pinilit.
Yes.
He took what was available and that was that short jumper.
Right. Yun yung kagandahan ng basketball. It leaves a lot of creativity for these young kids. A lot of the moves na nakikita ko ngayon, hindi ko nakita around 15 to 20 years ago.
I don't know what you were watching then.
Kasi I've been following different levels of basketball nun. NBA, UAAP, and whatnot. Even I watched yung sister ko na naging varsity player, pero kakaiba ngayon ang mga galawan ng mga players eh. I'm amazed at how basketball has evolved through the years. And Bauan missing there's that opportunity at the basket in transition.
Time for Dasmariñas to settle down and get their offense going.
A three-pointer! Bang! Bang! Boom! And that is courtesy of Aldrich Flores.
Great pass by Rojas, finding his open teammate at the left wing. Lopez.
Yes, and Dasmariñas finally breaks through. Took them 2.5 minutes to do so. And a great answer back. Jason Bautista, Ichi ni San.
Siya naman daw ang 3 points, talking about Jason Wade Bautista.
Now Flores tried to go for an eye in the sky. Masyado mataas for Arvin Mortel. Let's take a look at that 3-pointer from the corner one more time. Jason Wade Bautista, 2-3. And finally on the 4th time, it goes through.
Shooter's bounce.
Oo. Very forgiving ang rings, mga ring dito sa Amoranto Arena.
Malambot.
Oo. Hindi, nakalaro na yun kasi ako dito. Alam ko kung gaano kalambot yung mga ring dito eh. So 5-3 lead for Bauan. And also, nakita natin kaya may konting break dahil very strict ang mga referees sa uniform rules dito. As pointed out by one of our colleagues, si Justin, the Aviator Almeda.
What was it did Justin point out?
Parang nabibigyan ng technical foul yung mga players kung improper ang kanilang pag-ayos ng uniform. Yes.
And by improper, you mean before they enter the court, dapat it's tucked in already.
Yes.
Hindi pwedeng it's untucked.
Yes.
Technical yun. Automatic yun. Walang warning.
Baseline drive missed by Chris Bailon.
Nice interior D being shown by Dasmariñas on that possession.
And merong foul na tinawag kontra kay Jason Bautista of Bauan. And by the way, napansin ko dito sa lineup ng Dasmariñas, they're sporting some tall players na at 14 and under, they're parang rarity ito eh.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about Singh.
Yes, Akram Singh.
Yeah, Akram Singh.
And Arvin Mortel scoring underneath the basket for Dasmariñas. And Bautista lets another 3 fly. This time short on the second try. Nakasungkit ng foul itong si Marcos Uy.
Straight line from Bautista. Thought that was going to go in, but it was short.
As we take a look at that play one more time. That 3-pointer short, pero great recovery for Marcos Uy. Right place at the right time. 5 minutes and 15 remaining sa ating first quarter. And we got a good-sized crowd dito sa loob ng Amoranto Arena. If you're in the area, drop on by. Libre ang ating admission. And syempre, malamig pa.
Yun yung pinaka-importante. Malamig pa.
Yes.
And again, good-sized crowd, you mentioned. Ilang taon ba yung naglalaro?
14 and under.
Yun, basta 14 and under talaga eh. Ang daming nanonood. Yung mga mommy, daddy, mga tito, tita, mga ate, kuya, they're all here.
Excited silang panoorin si Junior na maglaro
Siyempre.
eh. Lalo na
Si
itong
Bunso.
Yun. Lalo na they're traveling all the way from Cavite, and then Bauan is, I believe, in Batangas.
Batangas.
Yun. Alae.
Pang ganon. May lomi dyan.
Naman. Ba? Hindi, mahilig ako sa barako.
Kaping barako.
Tama. Rebound by Singh. 15 on the shot clock. Singh on the putback. Still no good. Third try dito para sa Dasmariñas. Shot up and in for Arvin Mortel.
Great move by Arvin to be able to get the 2 points. Very patient inside. Nice footwork.
And also not giving up on the play. That sweeping shot missed by Aldrich Flores. Loose ball won by Dasmariñas. At meron tayong foul on the play. Ito yung nakikita na, again, we've been harping about this first 3 games pa lang, that reach in again.
Again, these are 14-year-olds. They're going to learn that that's not something that you should be doing on defense.
7 all is our count. Flores trying to break the tie. 1, 2, 3. Aldrich Flores hitting from beyond the arc. But on that great up fake, a miss by Christian Celestial. Itong Bauan, they went on a platoon substitution earlier. Another 3 and a missed heat check from Flores. So itong Bauan, they quickly wanted fresh legs halfway through sa ating first quarter. Wow, continuation play on the other end. Cloyd Espanto.
Great move by Cloyd. Heard the whistle, got the bump. Heard the whistle, finished.
Pound for pound fitness, foul counted. B, Liga ready.
Gusto nating nakikita, no? Tumatapos ng 3-point play.
Tama.
Sa Cloyd Espanto has a chance to get 3 points the traditional way.
Bonus free throw on the way for Espanto. Off to the right ang kanyang free throw. Rebound secured by Singh. Dasmariñas having a little trouble. Bringing it up court. Mortel. Bully boy move. Great positioning against Christian Celestial.
Great move. Absorbs the contact, then gets the finish for Arvin Mortel.
17 to shoot for Bauan. Straight line drive. Kicks it to the corner. And that jumper, iron deficient para kay Cloyd Espanto. And unfortunately for Dasmariñas, Jarel Labiaga could not keep it inbound.
I like what Dasmariñas is doing. They're running every opportunity that they can. They're also attacking that full court press or the pressure that's being given by Bauan. Earlier, prior to that play, si Mortel nga. Nice pass by Akram Singh. To Mortel.
And take a look at that. Espanto, a great find to a cutting teammate for that easy deuce. That's the kind of ball movement na teammates appreciate. You may have, yung guard mo may have the shot. As we take a look one more time, Espanto, that feed inside to Gabriel Cibulo.
Nice cut by Gab, finding that open space inside the floor, not standing around.
And again, my point earlier, yung guards na namamasa, yun yung mga favorite ng mga teammates eh.
Mga talagang...
pure point guards.
Hindi yung mga points guards.
May kilala ako, pero sasabihin ko na off-mic mamaya. and again, ito si Gab Cibulo, moving. Great activity there. Great fake, spin move. Trying to take his defenders to the cleaners and successfully caught a bite of a Dasmariñas defender.
Lots of hands sticking or reaching in. Dito kay Gab Cibulo. Missed the first, got on the second.
Yes.
1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Ito si Gab.
A minute and 44 remaining, and a steal by Bauan. And great feed to the point guard. That's Cloyd Espanto. And Espanto segues us into this timeout. We are Bauan now in the lead, 14-12 as we take a look at this replay. That scramble for the loose ball found its way to Espanto. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Our own courtside reporter Renoa Sanchez will have this report after this break.
Focusing on defense will be the common ground of both Dasmariñas Don Pacundo Hoops and Bauan Cafe Uno na bahagi pa nga nito ni Coach JJ na for 3 consecutive days daw ay nag-focus lamang sila para ayusin ang iba't ibang aspeto ng kanilang depensa at dagdag pa nga nito, dapat may tune-up game daw sila kahapon pero dahil sa masamang panahon ay hindi na ito natuloy. Para naman sa kabilang banda, kay Coach Archie Bernardo naman, dahil napansin niya na nasa off-night mode ang kanyang karamihan sa manlalaro, ay minabuti niyang i-reshuffle ang kanyang starting unit. Balik sa inyo, Diego, Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat to the third member of our panel, Renoa Sanchez, with that report on both sides of the floor. Etong Bauan, sayang hindi natuloy yung kanilang tune-up, which would have greatly given them a little bit of boost, especially mga players naman at this age level. Mabilis na mag-regenerate.
Just mag-recover if ever you do get to play the day before. Napakadaming energy ng mga kabataan na to.
Well, on the other side naman, para sa Dasmariñas, parang if something isn't work, you make a change, and that is the team of Coach Archie Bernardino. But meron tayong unsportsmanlike foul on the floor. It's during the transition play by Bauan.
I think it's gonna be on Labiaga. It's Jarrell Vin or JV. Jarrell Vin, JV. Again, disclaimer lang po sa mga magulang at mga kaibigan, mga nanonood na mahal sa buhay ni Jarrell Vin. Hindi ho namin iba yung pangalan ng anak or kaibigan nyo.
Yes, oo.
Iniigsian lang po namin para mas masabi namin ng buo pagka meron siyang nagawang malupit.
Yes, oo. Yun, nahawakan pala niya yung binti nito ni John Mark Failago. And syempre sa mga kaibigan nito ni Jarrell Vin Labiaga. Kung alam niyo yung palayaw, message niyo lang sa amin sa
comment na lang kayo
kayo
sa ating live sa Facebook Live. Mahirap naman, pati yun, tanong natin kay Renoa. Kawawa naman, mapapagod yan ng todo-todo.
Oo, kawawa naman si Renoa. As we take a lot that play one more time, parang maling sport ata yun, hindi pwede ang leg sweep dito eh. So it will be... So, hinawakan ni si Jarvin Labiaga. Ayan, so it falls under criteria 3. So let's explain it quickly, Coach Anton. Criteria 3 is unnecessary contact caused by the defensive player in order to stop the progress of the offensive team in transition. So it's either laterally or behind. Yun.
That's also not a play for the ball.
Yan.
Kaya rin natatawagan niya ganyan. So yan ang criteria 3.
Yes.
Kaya ng sinabi ni Diego de la Paz, ang ating encyclopedia of information.
And syempre, kailangan updated tayo on behalf of our viewing audience. At we got another timeout with 51.4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 coming to you live from the AMORANTO Arena in Quezon City. We are tied at 14-all with 51.4 seconds remaining. And after nung unsportsmanlike foul free throws, it will be a sideline inbound para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. Both of these teams holding a 1-2 record entering this matchup. And a little bit of history, by the way. Itong Dasmariñas in Season 2. Eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by the Quezon Junior Huskers. Itong Bauan Cafe Uno naman finished 11th out of, I believe, 12 teams last season sa South Division. And they were eliminated. They did not make it into the playoffs.
Yun, kita mo naman. Diego de la Paz. Our encyclopedia of knowledge sa Season 3 ng Junior MPBL.
Siyempre, kailangan bigyan natin ng information. We want to inform ang ating mga viewers. Traveling violation ang tinawag dito kontra sa Dasmariñas. That's on Carlo De La Per.
Just seeing action early. Is De La Per.
After that unsportsmanlike foul earlier by Geraldine Labiaga. Baseline shot is good for Gabriel Cibulo. Parang siya yung nakakalason dito para sa Bauan.
Gab Cibulo already with 4 points here in the game. Actually 5 because he made that free throw pala. 1 out of 2.
7 seconds remaining and the great tap. Out of bounds by Lord Fetalino. Was able to disrupt yung offense ng Dasmariñas. But that's more than enough time for Dasmariñas to put up a shot to end the quarter on a high note and possibly gain the lead if they take a 3. Which they do right now. 1 second left and it's left short. And Bauan, not enough time to sprint to their side of the floor for a score. It's a 2-point lead for Bauan in the intermission here in the midway point of the first half. And on your screens right now, that's our Chef's Magic first quarter highlights. Make every meal a magic moment.
That's Aldrich Flores hitting that three-pointer. A couple of three-pointers for him. And teaming up with Arvin Mortel, who scored 8 points. But Gab Cibulo, 5 points here in the first quarter, leading the charge para dito sa Bauan.
At the end of 16-14, Bauan with the lead over Dasma. We'll be right back with second quarter of play. That is our quarter scene stealer brought to you by Chef's Magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment.
There should be a running competition between sa inyo nila Jaime,
Aba?
nila Aaron, sino pa ba ang ating mga anchor? Kung sino unang makaka-memorize niyan.
Medyo
hindi na kailangan ng kodigo. No? Lalo na yung Truty.
Aba, ang haba
Oo, pag na-memorize, this is a 7-month tournament. Ano naman na-memorize nyo na yan, di ba?
Eventually.
Tingnan natin.
Ano ba? May premyo ba?
Wag nyo nang isali kami. Baka gusto nyo pa kaming idamay dyan. Baka i-memorize pa namin yan.
17-16, Dasmariñas takes the lead to start the second quarter.
Just like that, itong Dasmariñas getting a three-pointer from Navidad earlier.
Oh.
You know, siya yung tumira
Yes.
before the quarter ended. Just left it short. Akala nga natin it was gonna be good. Pero ito, he made good on his second attempt.
Oh.
We're talking about Prince Navidad.
Oh. And a great defensive stop para sa Dasmariñas. And now a chance to extend their advantage. Handoff to Navidad. Hang time move. Navidad missing from close range and a rebound wrested. Pero nga lang, a little too much contact. Kontra dito kay Prince Navidad. Hindi siya masyadong happy dun sa tawag na yun.
Well, that ball was already in the hands of Prince Lubaton.
Yes.
If you try to steal that ball away, again, the chances of referee blowing their whistle because of that, malaki talaga.
And unfortunately, that Jason Bautista shot iron deficient and goes out of bounds. So Dasmariñas a chance once again to increase their lead at the precarious 1 point. Forward pass goes to Miko Musni. And he throws the ball out of bounds, much to the dismay of the coaching staff. Bauan attacking. The great entry pass here, pero nga lang, traveling violation ang tinawag kay Marcus Uy. Didn't dribble before lifting his pivot foot. Mm. 7 minutes and 40 remaining sa ating second quarter. And of course, ongoing right now, all the way in Barangay Batis, in my hometown of San Juan City.
Yun,
Ating
home court mo pala eh.
Junior MPBL Pocket Tournament. Of course, you could also watch it on sa ating Facebook Live and also on YouTube, pero better to watch it live.
Yun, free admission naman yun.
Exactly. Parang dito lang sa Amoranto Arena for the Season 3 ng ating Junior MPBL. But of course, support both the Pocket Tournament and this one.
It's a chance for you to be able to see the future
Yes.
of Philippine basketball. Maganda dyan nasusundan mo because again, there's the 9 under, 10 under, 11 under, 12 under, 13 under.
Yes.
Hanggang dito, yung 14 under, 16 under, 7, nakikita nyo. I mean, I'm pretty sure nabalitaan nyo na yung mga ibang players that have been playing here sa Junior MPBL, making waves sa ating palarong pambansa. Recently concluded, palarong pambansa.
Oh, that's right.
Ang ganun din yan, di ba? Nasusundan mo yung mga manlalaro, mga batang manlalaro natin.
And itong Dasmariñas could not convert. And now Bauan could regain the lead with the basket in this possession. 16 to shoot. They bobble the basketball. Broken play para sa Black Shirts. And nag-agawang bukong, parehong kopanan. Recovered by Bailon. Nice drop off inside for Prince Mark Lubaton. He will go to the line for 2. And let's take a look at that one more time. Bailon, the nice feed underneath.
I think that was on foul was committed against Wilmerson Cruz.
Oh. First of 2 missed by Wilmerson Cruz.
Approaching 4 minutes. Wala
Yes.
pang score etong Bauan.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Renoa Sanchez, for Tales from the Courtside. Renoa?
Diego, Coach Anton, most of the time basketball is introduced to children by their parents, sometimes their siblings. Pero dito nga sa sitwasyon ni Prince Lubuton, kusa niya lamang nadiskubre ang mundo ng basketball dahil nabanggit niya nung 12 years old daw siya, lumalabas lamang sila sa kanilang court at mula doon ay nadiscover na siya, sabi pa nga niya. Dahil sa paglalaro ng basketball ay hindi siya nagbabayad ng tuition fee mula elementary hanggang ngayong high school. Balik sa inyo, Diego, Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez. And alam ko, hindi ako si Charles eh.
Nalito lang si Renoa, ikaw naman.
Oh.
Palagi kong partner kasi yan si Charles.
Kaya pala.
Saka magkasama kami sa tanawan yan.
Yun, kaya pala. Of course, shout out to Charles Baetiong.
Papunta na yan. Papunta na yan, I'm sure. Malamang yan, kaya wala pa dito ngayon yan si Charles. Bumili yan ng McDonald's.
Yun.
Sure ako. 2-piece chicken yan. Hindi ako nagbibiro. Tira mo, tanungin mo yan pagdating niya.
Sige.
McDo ang kinain yan.
Sige. He will be joined by Coach Fred Francisco
Yun.
for the
Coach
final.
F. That's right.
For the final 4 games. So we are down to the last 2 games ng ating tandem ngayong araw na ito. And on the fast break, Jason Bautista with the score. 5:02 left sa ating second quarter. Bautista tried to be fancy pero stolen away by Ardrich Flores.
Finally getting a field goal etong Bauan.
Yes, took them.
Courtesy of Jason Bautista.
I think that took them about 5 minutes before
5 minutes.
finally they do so. Let's take a look at that one more time. That shovel pass, the great find underneath for Jason Bautista. Magbabalik tayo after this timeout. Nagbabalik tayo sa loob ng Amoranto Arena in the heart of Quezon City as we bring you the continuing action sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. 14 and under action between Bauan Cafe Uno in the black versus Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops in the white. 1 point lead for Dasmariñas heading into the final half of the second period.
Itong Dasmariñas clamping down on defense against Bauan, only allowing 2 points, no? Just one field goal for the teens of Coach Joel Gragasin.
Oh, and the foul called against Kian Magno, and that was an aggressive play for Marcos Uy of Bauan Cafe Uno. As we take a look at that play one more time, that's a great use of contact right there. Smart move as well. And we are tied at 19. Very close match between these two squads. Isa galing sa Cavite, isa galing sa Batangas.
Parehong galing south.
Yes, moving all the way up north dito sa Quezon City. And we got a whistle on the floor kontra dito sa Bauan. It's on Hale Hilapo. So Bauan with the temporary advantage here. 16 seconds on the shot clock. They nearly turned the ball over. Baseline drive, the hang time move. And broken play here para sa Dasmariñas. 6 seconds on their shot clock, and Flores probably not aware here. And a traveling violation called against Jarel Labiaga. Not exactly a good possession para sa Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops. That last sequence. 3:39 left and a steal completed by Arvin Mortel. Tried to use the glass, gets fouled, and will take 2 from the line. Chris Bailon called for that last foul. And Arvin Mortel is the second highest in rebounds, 6.3 rebounds, and the leading player in shot blocks, 1 per game. And we got a tied ball game, 20 all after that split from the foul line. And Mortel steals the ball. Flores, foul line jumper, and cashes in. Dasmariñas back in the lead.
Great looking jumper from Flores. Picture perfect, no? And this is a 14-year-old.
Oh.
Skying high for that jumper. Getting it to go as well.
Sibulo barging through, parang tangke with that great finish.
It's Gab Sibulo again. 6 points here in the game.
And a near steal for Chris Bailon. By the way, Chris Bailon is leading in multiple categories. First in points, 11.3 points. Second in assists and blocks, 3 assists per game. Then sa steals, 3 per game.
There you go.
Wow. Parang yung sinasabi nilang fantasy stats stuffer. I haven't played fantasy basketball in a long time though. 22 all ang ating score heading into the final 2 minutes ng ating first half. 7 to shoot, and great defense here by Dasmariñas, and it's a turnover for Bauan.
Great defense being shown by Dasmariñas, not making it easy for Bauan to get inside.
Oo, nakikita mo yung defense by committee. They're really pressuring yung ball handler ng Bauan.
So once you get in the paint, they're gonna crowd you. It's gonna make it difficult for you to put up that shot.
15 to shoot. Nice find inside. Arvin Mortel. And this is how you like to get the big men involved.
That pass was by JV Labiaga,
Oo.
making his teammate Arvin Martel look good.
And again, yan na nga yung crowding na ginagawa ng Dasmariñas, forcing Bauan into a tight spot. So another held ball. It will go the way of Dasmariñas. Pero
8 seconds.
nauna yung 8 seconds over the jump ball pala.
And plus earlier, di ba, ganun na nangyari. The ball went to Dasmariñas.
Oo.
So if there was a held ball or if there's a jump ball again, it's gonna go to the side of Bauan naman.
So we got a whistle on the floor, another stoppage in play. And that was the last team foul for Bauan for this half. Next foul will send Dasmariñas to the 4.5-meter line. Zendrix Rojas. Rojas lost the handle. And it's a 3-second violation on Dasmariñas. They watched the paint dry and turned the ball over.
His teammate was waiting for that entry pass, but yun, napakialaman doon. So hindi nakadating. Yung pass ended up camping in the shaded area.
And once again, itong si Cibulo doing damage para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. And they take advantage of a 2-for-1 opportunity. And another steal, or held ball rather, forced by Cibulo. And as early as now, Coach, parang ano siya, nagiging pest siya on both ends of the floor.
Now he's just playing, the perfect role.
Yes.
Right? He's doing the things that, again, I wouldn't say lacking, pero yung bagay na kailangan gawin for a team to get this lead.
Yeah, so looks like they're conferring sa...
It should be here.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why si Coach Joel Gragasin is saying 8-second violation yung natawag. Hindi natuloy yung jump ball. So dapat nga sa Bauan.
Oh, but the play continues right here. Allowing for that Dane Meneses jumper. Ruled as a long 2. Stepping Curry ata itong play here from Dasmariñas. Yes, that was a long 2. Clear as the light of day. Courtesy of
on the line.
si Dane Meneses. And looks like it, I think yung jump ball na yun, or the lack thereof, mukhang it kind of changed the complexion of the game as itong Dasmariñas was able to fish for that last foul.
Could say that, pero again, those are, you would probably say breaks of the game if you want to call it. But again, Coach Joel Gragasin has a point. Tama nga yung sabi niya, he was actually signaling to the referee, 8-second yung natawag, hindi jump ball. So hindi napunta sa yung ball. Dapat hindi nagpalit yung possession arrow.
Right. 0 for 2 from the foul line for Kian Magno. 10 seconds left. And the forward pass here for Bauan. And what a chase down block! Oh, wow. Aldrich Flores out of nowhere. Take a look at that one more time. It feels like an RKO out of nowhere. 1 second left from half court. Flores. That would have been good had it gone in. And at the end of 2 quarters at the halftime break, Dasma up by 2 as we take a look at our second quarter highlights brought to you by Chef's Magic. Make every meal a magic moment.
Yeah, Prince Navidad opening up the scoring with that 3-pointer. On the other end, kita mo naman na Bautista finishing that break. But of course, etong Dasmariñas with Aldrich Flores, picture perfect jumper.
And one more time, that chase down block.
There you go.
What a play. Para dito sa Dasmariñas, leading by 2 at the half, 26-24. Magbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 after this break.
kaliga, kayo pa rin po ay sumusubaybay sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ngayong hapon po kasama po natin ang assistant coach ng Dasmariñas, Don Pacundos, 4A Hoops na si Coach Richard Flores. Magandang hapon po sa inyo, Coach.
Magandang hapon din po sa inyo lahat.
Coach, pag-usapan po natin yung nangyayari po ngayon sa laro. Close game between you and your opponent. Pero Coach, maganda po yung depensa na pinapakita nyo on the first half. Pero nabanggit din po ni Coach Archie na on the last minutes or quarters po ay nagkakaroon po kayo ng collapse. So paano nyo po iiwasan ito para sa laro ngayong araw?
So yung mga nakaraang games namin, yun ang talagang naging problema. Okay naman, lumalaban naman yung mga bata, kaso nagko-collapse lagi sa huli. Kaya nung mga team practices namin, yun ang focus namin kung paano namin maibababa yung bola, ma-execute yung plays. And lagi namin sinasabihin ng mga bata na huwag madaliin ang play and mag-focus lagi sila.
Coach Richard, baka may gusto po kayong pasalamatan o batiin?
Papasalamatan ko lang po yung mga sponsors ng team namin. IJCC Schools, Tags Manpower Services, Labs Padasma, 4A Hoops, Mayor Jenny Barsaga and Coach Ashley. And sa mga parents na rin po na sumusuporta na sa mga bata, yun lang po.
Once again, thank you po Coach Richard and good luck po on your remaining quarters of today's game. Mga kaliga, patuloy pa rin po kayong sumusubaybay sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Ngayon, ibabalik ko po kayo kay Diego and Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, for that interview with Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo, 4A Hoops assistant coach Richard Flores at the halftime break. Lamang sila by 2 points against Bauan Cafe 1, 26-24. Diego de la Paz, kasama pa rin si Coach Anton de los Reyes from courtside here at the AMORANTO Arena. As we take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of action, and now we take a look at the halftime stats. Coach Anton.
Again, looking at the numbers, 40% field goal percentage for Don Pacundo, 4A Hoops, 37% for Bauan. 3-point field goals, 3 out of 8 for Dasmariñas, 1 out of 4 for Bauan, and that's something that Dasmariñas is banking on and capitalizing, is the outside shooting. The rebounding, 22-11, it's a big disparity, pero nakabawi naman dito ang Bauan, forcing 19 turnovers dito sa Dasmariñas. Don Pacundo, 4A Hoops, 13 turnovers for Bauan. Assist department, 8-7 lamang ang Bauan, just by 1 assist.
Very, very close ang ating battle. Itong neither team wanting to budge so far. And on our screens right now is our Chef's Magic quarter scene stealer. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic's condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Ayan, mukhang sinisimulan ko ng memorize, ha?
Yeah.
Tingnan natin kung sino mauna sa amin. Ang
natin, oo.
Parang,
And that one earlier, yung nanalo ng Chef's Magic, si Coach Alfie Guance yan. No? Shout out Coach Alfie. It's a fixture sa Dasmariñas basketball.
wow.
Kilalang kilala yan dyan.
And we will have our second half of action shortly. And we'd like to confirm, by the way, Coach Anton, yung isang player earlier, si Prince Lubaton, yung subject ng report ni Renoa is coming from Biola Land Integrated System Schools.
Yun. Doon pala siya galing.
Oo, malaking bagay yan kasi
Bliss.
Viola
Land Integrated Science School. Bliss. Yun nga pala yun.
So again, maraming mga schools na nag-offer talaga ng mga scholarships for athletics. Not only yung mga kilalang mga big schools, pero eventually may mga smaller schools out there na will make a name for themselves.
And that's such a great thing for basketball, for athletics in general, for a school to offer yung scholarship kahit bata pa. Kasi I remember during my time, ang nag-offer lang ng scholarship sa basketball at that, because of course I used to play basketball, San Beda lang.
Right,
So dati pagkalaban mo ang San Beda, talagang you show out.
Yes.
Kasi gusto mong ma-pick up ka nila at makakuha ng scholarship. Dati, Lasal, wala pa yan. Wala pang Sir Ateneo. grade school, high school, wala pang scholarship. College lang sila nagbibigay.
Tama. Tama.
So, ngayon, kaliwat kanan na.
Right.
Napakaganda niya. It's a nice way to get kids into sports. That's one. Because there's a trade-off. So, yung mga parents ngayon, maisip nila, kung magaling mag-basketball yung anak ko, or may hilig,
Yes.
nurture ko na yun para makatipid, makabeno sa gastos ng tuition fee. Alam naman natin, mahal ang tuition fee ng...
Ang bata ngayon. Oo. Tama ka dun, Coach. And speaking of San Beda, a quick shout out to my father, Bing De La Paz, a former San Beda Red Cub. Eventually turned into a Green Archer. Of course, he also loves watching itong youth level basketball. Oh, so quick shout out to him.
Shout out to the original De La Paz.
Yes. Medyo senior sa akin. Ako yung, actually, ako yung Fabian III, siya yung Fabian II. Yon. And let's get back into the action here. Itong Bauan, a series of defensive stops. 4-0 run. And just like that, lamang sila 30-26, forcing Dasmariñas into this timeout. And let's take a look at that play one more time. Once again, ito si Gabriel Cibulo being a pest on defense and turning that into instant offense. Magbabalik tayo after this timeout. Back inside the Amoranto Arena in Quezon City as we continue action sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 14 and under division. Bauan Cafe Uno going on a run to put Dasmariñas behind the 8 ball and down 4 30-26 at Maritime foul on the ensuing play. And let's take a look at some of the leading scores, by the way. Itong si Mortel for Dasmariñas with a quiet 11 points, and for Bauan naman, it's Gabriel Cibulo also with 11 points.
Those two players for both sides in double figures. Of course, Aldrich Flores malapit na dyan with 8 points for Dasmariñas, and then for Bauan, next to Gab Cibulo is Bautista. That's Jason Bautista with 5.
2 minutes down sa ating third quarter. And another steal by Bauan, and the finish courtesy of Xander Paring.
Again, Xander Paring.
Oh, and
Converting on those turnovers.
Yeah, Paring, by the way, the second steals man para sa Bauan.
It's a great move by Prince Navidad to break yung scoring drought ng Dasmariñas.
Back down to a 4-point ball game. Paring, great find, Cibulo, and he tried to be unselfish there, but Dasmariñas. Wow, great defensive ploy there. Again, going back to their how they got successful in the first half, blitzing yung ball handler just like that.
Of course, that's the kind of defense that you want to see, the stifling kind, putting pressure on whoever has that leather.
Now Dasmariñas is facing a trap. Navidad drops it off. Nice find to Arvin Mortel.
Nice spin pass.
Tama, parang
by Prince Navidad. Twirling in mid-air.
Ito naman, a spin in mid-air. Tried to do the same, pero this time to a different result para sa Bauan. Now the white shirts on the attack. The 3-ball. Money for Cav. Masangya. There we go.
Pulling up for that top of the key 3 was Gab. What a move, what a shot.
And another held ball here. Ito yung nakikita mong passion sa 14 and under division eh. So, players scrambling for those loose balls. And Cav Masangya, welcome to your bang, bang, boom moment.
Chef's magic lang pala yun. May moment.
Exactly. Dasmariñas in a world of trouble. Stuck at their backcourt, and that's an... Oh, it's a jump ball, pero nga lang shot clock reads 15. And Bauan will regain possession. It's 14 seconds on the shot clock for Bauan Cafe Uno. Here comes Xander Paring. Nice find inside for Marcus Uy, missing. Second try here for Bauan. Baseline jumper, short. And Dasmariñas stops that Bauan offensive set. Navidad, nagkape sa ere, Mintis.
Nice tipsy-do move. Ano nangyari doon? Tipsy-don't.
Tipsy-don't. Paring against two defenders, and what a block.
It's Navidad.
Oo.
Great block. Great timing on that offensive set by Bauan.
14 to shoot para sa Dasmariñas. They give it to Niall Masangya. Masangya splits the defense. Floater, Mintis. Masangya tried to scramble for the loose ball. Won by Bauan. Marcus Uy drops it off to a teammate. And a miss from close range by Hale Hilapo. Pair of substitutions here for Bauan. So si Coach Joel Gergasin shuffling the deck and putting in some fresh faces. So we're past the halfway point, and Dasmariñas still up by 1. 12 to shoot, baseline jumper, offline for John Failago. Second try for Bauan, but a steal by the diminutive Cav Masangya. Another held ball. Grabe, Coach, ano? Ang daming beses na nakikita natin, they're diving on the floor. Something we wish we could still do, no? Or not. Ravelo to Masangya. Masangya launches another 3, but left short. Dasmariñas trying to recover the basketball, and they do. Pero 10 seconds na sa kanilang shot clock. Ravelo. They kick it out. Masangya, another 3. Short again. And Navidad tried to save it, but lost real estate in front of the Bauan bench.
It's a nice attempt from Masangya. Just couldn't get it to go. Nice try by Ravelo to save that ball.
And now for more tales from the courtside, let's go to our courtside reporter, Renoa Sanchez.
Diego, Coach Anton, hindi pa nga raw nakakarating sa venue ay nakapag-warm up na itong si Nash Ravelo. Hindi dahil nag-stretching siya sa kanilang bahay, kundi nagbabike siya papunta sa kanilang training venue. Sabi pa nga nito na bukod sa nakakatipid siya ay nawa-warm up na siya, at sabi pa nga niya ay nakita niya na mas mabilis daw siya sa pagtakbo sa basketball. Balik sa inyo, Diego, Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, with that report on Dash Ravelo. Alam mo, nakaka-relate ako, Coach Anton, kasi ganun din ako pag pumunta ako sa games. Yun na yung warm-up ko eh. Nagbabike ako papunta sa games, sa venue, tapos ready na ako maglaro eh.
Yun, no? Para ka palang pound for pound.
Ba?
Basketball ready ka agad.
Of course.
So, cyclist pala itong si Nash.
Oo.
So, it's Nash Ravelo. Okay,
And the foul kontra dito sa Dasmariñas on that diving play. So that's a foul on Niall Masangya. 2:09 left sa ating third quarter. And Dasmariñas still clinging on to this precarious 1-point lead, 33-32. Neither team scoring for the past 2 to 3 minutes.
Medyo nanlamig ang opensa for both squads. And again, that's going to be a testament to the defense that they're playing. It is a bit tight right now.
And Cav Masangia breaks the ice inside Amoranto Arena and scores. Extends this Dasmariñas lead to 3. Once again. Oh, traveling violation for Cav Masangia. Though we have to commend him for that hustle play.
Again, diving for that leather. He's there in the action, in the thick of things. That Cav Masangya. Naman, no? Talagang really going all out for that leather. Sino ba naman hindi mag-go all out sa leather, sa bola na yan? Door ride yan eh.
Exactly. Door ride. Bola ng Pinoy.
Yun.
One of the best feels on the basketball na try ko. And Ravelo right there with a great touch underneath the basket. 37-32. Dasmariñas extending their advantage. Pero may foul kontra dito sa Dasmariñas. Yun na nga, Coach, yan na nga yung usual nating sinasabi, yung parang pattern nakikita natin. Yung nakascore, nanggigigil on the other end and commits a foul.
Basta kung sino nakascore, yan ang magfa-foul.
Parang wala pang fail yung theory ni Coach Anton.
It's a very odd phenomenon, I would say.
I would also like to see kaya, what if makita natin kaya dun sa pocket leagues kaya, na ngayon nangyayari all the way in San Juan City. So sa may Barangay Batis. So if taga San Juan kayo, nanonood kayo na ating live stream, get off the live stream, go to Barangay Batis Court.
Watch it live.
Watch it live sa F. Manalo Street in San Juan City. 2 tries, wala para sa Dasmariñas, but on the 3rd try, and finally, Arvin Mortel is a jolly good fellow who can't be denied.
Again, just those second chance opportunities for Dasmariñas. Making a living out of those second chance points.
And Prince Lubaton getting the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Let's take a look at this foul counted, brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready. Great find underneath. That ball movement by Bauan doing wonders and keeping them in step of Dasmariñas.
Ating scholar, Prince Lubaton.
And another steal para sa Bauan. And the great feed underneath. Napalakas lang ang tira from the baseline. 14 seconds left. Shot clock is off. And Dasmariñas needs to hurry if they want to get a crack at the basket. Sumobra naman yata sa pagmamadali doon para kay Dash Ravelo. 5.9 seconds remaining. Bauan could put up the last shot. 1 second left for John Mark Pailago and missing it off to the left. And after 3 quarters, it's a 3-point advantage for Dasma over Bauan. As we're about to take a look at our highlights from the 3rd quarter of action, brought to you by Chef's Magic. Make every meal a magic moment.
Now to start things off, Sander Paring, 4 points there in the 3rd quarter. But of course, Prince Navidad sailing in for that layup and that beauty of a spin pass to his teammate Arvin Mortel for the deuce.
At the end of 3, Dasmariñas 39, Bauan 36. Magbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. On your screens right now is our Chef's Magic Quarter Scene Stealer. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Fourth and final quarter of action now underway dito sa Amoranto Arena in Quezon City. Dasmariñas extending their advantage with that last basket. Now 41-36.
Again, Arvin Martel getting what he wants inside. No one there to stop him. Great move, great shot.
12 seconds to shoot para dito sa Bauan. They launch a three and goes in! Simon Hilapo makes this a 2-point ball game. And we are heading into an exciting finish dito sa ating 14 and under division.
That free on the left wing was Hilapo. Took the shot, did not hesitate, got it to go.
And another held ball. It will stay. It will go the way of
Be with Dasmariñas.
oh. As we take a lot, the three launch into space and goes into orbit for Simon Hilapo. 14 on the shot. Akram Singh, who gets hammered and will go to the line for a pair of charities.
Akram's showing us that height is might. No, hindi mo talaga matuturo yan. And
Yes.
getting that offensive board, nothing you can do except to foul Akram on that attempt.
And that first free throw, iron deficient. Ringless, literal. Dasma trying to extend this lead to three and finally ringless, pero
The good kind.
the good kind, pasok. 42-39, a 3-point advantage for Dasmariñas. Don Pacundo for a hoops. 15 on the shot clock. And great feed inside. Unfortunately, masyadong malakas for Prince Lubaton to get. Masyadong mainit yung pasa on that last sequence. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Great leak out for Magno. Gets free. And with that inside hand layup finish.
Nice recognition by his teammate to get Kian Magno that outlet pass and the finish by Kian.
Gabriel Cibulo missing the three-point attempt. Long rebound by Xander Paring. Paring lost the handle. And it's wrested away by Kian Magno. Here comes Dasmariñas. Cross-court pass to Flores. Flores driving through the lane, missing. Will stay with Dasmariñas with 10 seconds on their shot clock.
And Flores was able to get inside, just couldn't hit that short jumper inside the key. But that, again, if you're Aldrich Flores, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to attack the basket because it's going to open up a lot of things. Either the defense is always going to collapse and free up your outside shooters. And if you start making them, that's going to make it easier for them to spot up for those three-point shots.
Paring tried to go down low. Bawal to kay Marcos Uy, but it sails out of bounds. Another wasted possession para sa Bauan. And they're starting to fall behind dito sa Dasmariñas. And another steal, this time by Marcos Uy. And another wasted possession.
I was just going to say, that's the 26th turnover of Bauan. 31 for Dasmariñas. So a lot of turnovers for both of these squads.
Very sloppy play on both ends, pero Dasmariñas lucky to have gotten this advantage. And they could make it grow right here. And a foul on that driving play by Arvin Mortel.
Gab Sibuyan's going to get called for that one.
Let's take a look at that play one more time. Cibulo with a little yung chest bump kay Arvin Mortel.
Well, there was that bump initially, pero the foul was called when he tried to go for that block. Tumama daw sa ulo ni
Right.
Arvin. So initially, yung contact naman na una, hindi naman natawagan ng referee. But again, it's that swing.
That swipe.
Oo, try mong palpalin.
Right. Oo.
Whether or not tumama sa ulo yan o hindi, syempre, again, that's gonna be a referee's decision or that's their call.
And usually yung bump na yan, yun yung sinasabing legal contact ng officials.
Kasi pag isipin mo naman, the offense is also moving forward.
Yes.
And the defense is gonna play defense. So it could be incidental. Incidental in the sense na, syempre, saan pupunta yung defense? They're trying to go to a certain spot.
Right.
Nagkabanggaan. So parang nagka-cancel out yung
contact.
oo,
Yes.
yung contact nila.
Pero nga lang si Akram Singh on the offensive end with all that finesse for the finish. Ngayon, ang lamang ng Dasmariñas, lumobo na sa 9. 15 to shoot. Extra pass. Another three-pointer from that elbow. Courtesy of Chris Bailon, the leading scorer for this season for Bauan at 11.3 points a game.
Just not hesitating on that shot. And he was committed to taking that 3-ball. Talking about Ailon.
An answer right back for Dasmariñas, but a miss for Aldrich Flores. And here comes the attack for Bauan. Off the window, an offensive foul ang tinawag kontra dito kay Xander Paring. Unlucky break for Bauan Cafe Uno as we are about to hit the halfway mark. Yan yung kanyang off arm. Pushed off the defender. But before we continue with this broadcast, let's go to Renoa Sanchez for this report. Renoa?
Diego Coach Anton, imbes daw na Chris Jefferson Bailon ay mas gusto nito na tawagin siyang Pot-Pot Bailon sa broadcast. Tinanong ko siya, saan ba ito galing? Sabi niya wala naman itong kahulugan, pero palayaw niya daw ito na sabi sa kanya ng kanyang ate. At ito na raw ang nakasanayan niya. At sabi ko nga, kahit mag-college siya, dadalhin niya pa rin ba ito? Opo daw, dahil mas sanay na raw siya sa Pot-Pot Bailon. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, with that light-hearted na story on Pot-Pot Bailon.
Wala talagang pinanggalingan. Talagang tinawag lang siyang pot. Feeling ko kasi nung bata siya,
Ano theory mo, Coach?
mahilig siya sa puto.
Oh.
Di ba yung magpuputo, di ba gano'n?
Yun! Oo.
Feeling ko, siguro nung bata siya, pag naririnig niya yun, nagre-react siya. So,
Oh.
tinawag na siyang pot-pot. Ewan mo lang.
Well,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
again, mag-iwan na kayo sa comments. Especially yung kapatid.
Yung ate. Mag-iwan ka ng message kasi yung ate daw ang nagbansag kay Pot-Pot Bailon.
Tama. And he's at the foul line right now.
No, tama, saktong-sakto.
Oo.
Pot-Pot Bailon.
Missing those attempts from the foul line. Crucial stretch para dito sa Bauan if they want to make another comeback trail here. Down by 5 at the moment. 4 minutes and 40 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. 4:35 remaining. Forward pass finds its way to Aldrich Flores. Ivan Cuevas. Balik kay Flores with 10 on the shot clock. Flores driving left. Spin move. Jumper. Short. And Pot-Pot Bailon recovers that loose ball and foul ang tinawag dito kontra kay Aldrich Flores.
Hinatak daw pababa ni Aldrich.
Let's take a look at that play one more time. Flores lost the handle on that basketball kay Pot-Pot Flores. And Bauan, a chance to cut further into this deficit. Bailon lets it fly. Bang! Bang! Boom!
There you go. Pot-Pot Bailon ringing the bell downtown.
Down to a 2-point lead for Dasmariñas. The step through, no good. Singh with the rebound. It will stay with Dasmariñas. And we have a ball game with 3 minutes and 40 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Let's take a look at that three from Pot-Pot Bailon. And that one 3 minutes and 38 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Again, that was a pure three-pointer from Potpot Bailon earlier. And now Dasmariñas trying to extend this advantage. Flores in the nick of time with that rainbow floater.
That's what we always talk about. Aldrich Flores, not always there when you call, but always on time with that floater.
And he gave it his all. And a miss from close range for Marcos Uy. And we have a whistle on the floor. It will go the way of Dasmariñas.
Great action we're seeing from both sides. Look at his buzzer beater by Aldrich Flores.
Oh, yes.
Nothing but the bottom on that one.
3:06 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. And this one, akala natin nagpo-pull away na itong Dasmariñas, but Bauan had one more run left in them. Let's see kung tutuloy ito with another defensive stop on Dasmariñas. Mortel now at the front court. 15 seconds to shoot. And a dribbling violation kontra kay Kian Magno.
I think that's on Cuevas.
Correction, that's on Ivan Cuevas.
Yeah, Ivan Cuevas getting called for that dribbling infraction.
Down to the last 2 minutes and 53 of the fourth quarter. Magbabalik tayo after this timeout. We are down to the midnight hours of this 14 and under match between Bauan Cafe Uno and Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A Hoops. Coming up next, ang mga kuya naman, ang sinasabi mong middle child sa 16 and under division, Bauan versus Dasmariñas.
Middle children nga naman talaga.
Oh, pero as early as now, by the way, we'd like to give a big thank you and shout out to Renoa Sanchez for doing the first 4 games with us. And itong Bauan, down by 2. And joining us sa ating next game, our final game together today, the one, the only Nicole Lim.
The Bauan really refusing to give up, and I like what I'm seeing from this squad ni Coach Joel Gragasin. Talagang hindi sila sumuko.
Oo.
Inuunti-unti nila itong lamang ng Dasma. It was up, they were up by as much as 9 points. Talking about itong Dasmariñas.
Yes.
Don Pacundo 4A Hoops, but Bauan Cafe Uno not giving up.
1 out of 2 from the line for the smallest man on the floor in Cav Masangya, who gets his own miss. And it's a 3-point ball game with 2 minutes and 25 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Mortel tiptoed the sideline. 2 seconds to shoot. They need to put up a shot here, and naputukan sila ng shot clock buzzer.
Took too much time with their offense. Only 14 seconds on that shot clock.
Tignan natin if Bauan can either cut this deficit to 1 or tie this ball game with a 3. They decide to drive, and a quick hitter coming from Potpot Bailon, and we are down to the last 2 minutes of the game. And a steal by Bauan, and they could take a lead with a basket here. Bailon got stripped of the leather. Now here comes Dasmariñas. Cav Masangya gets fouled. It will be 2 shots. Foul is called against Xander Paring.
Xander Paring, again that reach in, but before that, look at that Pinoy step, that move.
Wow.
Pot Bailon, there you go. How do you like that move?
Oh yes. Unfortunately though for Cav Masangya, he can only salvage a split here from the line. fails to do so. It's still a 1-point Dasmariñas lead.
Akram Singh tracking down that leather.
Oo. Masangya the drop off. The finish too strong for Bailon. And Marcos Uy wrests away that rebound.
It was Kian Magno who missed that point blank shot.
Oo. Extra passing, three-pointer on the way, and it's left short by Hale Hilapo. One and done possession for the Black Shirts. 1:04 remaining. It's a 1-3. Oh, and a steal by Bauan, and a foul committed by Aldrich Flores. And that was the last foul to give for the ball game for Dasma. And that is it for the afternoon for Aldrich Flores. .1 seconds remaining. And we got a timeout on the floor. Magbabalik tayo after this break. Kayo nanonood ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 from the Amoranto. We are live right now from the Amoranto Arena in Quezon City. We are going down the wire in this 14 and under Dasmariñas 4A hoops kontra sa Bauan Cafe Uno. It will be Bauan possession with 14 seconds on their shot clock. Quick inbound here to Xander Paring. Empty possession for the Black Shirts. And Dasmariñas being swarmed here. And they cross the ball to the timeline. Across the timeline, rather. Mortel, the turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound gathered by Cloyd Espanto. Bailon feeds it down low, and another defensive stop para sa Dasmariñas, and a foul called on Xander Paring. 27.4 seconds remaining. And those were two opportunities, two golden chances para sa Bauan.
Missed opportunities for Bauan to be able to at least get that lead or even tie with a foul, or just to be able to control this game. But again, a good foul because they're not in the penalty, or they are actually. They are at the penalty. Yun nga, I see a couple of opportunities like what you mentioned.
And that last foul by Xander Paring, they are reviewing if that could be upgraded. And the referee said it's just a regular foul, but that will send a Dasmariñas player to the foul line.
And that said player is JV Labiaga. I'm gonna try to give a 3-point lead para dito sa Dasmariñas. Don Pacundo 4A hoops.
First free throw is off to the right. .4 seconds. So much time remaining. It's just a point dividing these two squads. Second free throw, in and out, and bounces out. And a rebound by Potpot Bailon, and it goes out of bounds. Referees say it was off of Jarel Labiaga. And there will be a review of that last play. 23.2 seconds remaining. So many permutations that could happen here, Coach Anton, as we take a look one more time. So referees will review if it was last touch off of either Potpot Bailon or JV Labiaga.
On that replay, that angle, hindi natin makita.
Yes.
And again, just to remind everyone, whatever the initial call is, if the review is not kumbaga clear as day,
If it's inconclusive.
yes, what's going to happen is the original call will stick or will stay. And in this instance, ball is going to go to Bauan.
Yes.
So, tingnan natin. Kasi tingnan mo nga, ito yung replay. Inconclusive. Di natin alam. Well, it looks like hindi naman nahawakan ni JV Labiaga, but again, hindi natin alam kung ano nga ang sasabihin ng referees.
Oh,
There you go.
So, Bauan.
Inconclusive nga.
it was inconclusive, so Bauan will gain possession. So Bauan will inbound from their backcourt. There will be a substitution, so back in the game will be Dash Ravelo, replacing Cav Masangya.
That's for defensive purposes. So, situational substitutions for Coach Archie Bernardino.
Potpot Bailon attacking, and there is a foul on the after that drop off to Marcos Uy, and it will be Marcos Uy that will be tested at the free throw line. Potpot Bailon, that shovel pass, nice find to Marcos Uy.
Lots of white shirts there. Had their arms up, but our officials saw otherwise.
First free throw drilled by Marcos Uy. And here is the chance for the lead. And Dasmariñas held a double-digit lead at one point, and a miss from Marcos Uy, and now 8 seconds left. And great stop from Bauan. And right now, Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo for a hoops. Will call timeout with 7.8 seconds remaining. We are tied at 51 all. And Coach Anton, with this situation, 7.8 seconds remaining. They will inbound right in front of the... Dasmariñas will inbound right in front of the Bauan bench. What are their options here?
Oh, dump it down low to Arvin Mortel. Get your best player the ball. Make him operate underneath. It's Arvin Mortel, 19 points, 14 rebounds in this game. I mean, there's no one else you're going to go to.
Yeah, so it's either Mortel, their best player today, or their leading point getter this season in Kian Magno. So they have multiple threats. 7 seconds remaining, and it will be Mortel who will be inbounding this basketball. Basket here for the win for Dasmariñas. 3 seconds left, and a steal by Bauan. 1 second to go, and not enough time. 40 minutes, not enough for Bauan and Dasmariñas, and we are going into overtime. And that will be... This is the first ever overtime I'm experiencing here in the Junior MPBL. Extra 5-minute session coming up next. 40 minutes, not enough to separate these two teams, and we are down to this extra session. 51 all. Bauan with the first possession, and they strike first against Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops. Diego de la Paz, and I'm joined by Coach Anton de los Reyes and our courtside reporter, Renoa Sanchez, doing her final game of the day. Dasmariñas attacking. They dump it down low to Singh. The kick out to Navidad, stolen away by Potpot Bailon.
A chance for Bauan to increase this lead. Earlier, they had a nice play inside, gave that rock up to Prince Lubaton, got 2 points.
Potpot Bailon driving, lost the handle. 4 seconds to shoot, and Dasmariñas gets the steal. And Dasmariñas deciding to pull back the troops. And a turnover off the hands of Prince Navidad. So right now, nakikita natin at the sideline yung 16 and under teams ng Bauan and Dasmariñas. They will have to wait a little longer.
Just a few more minutes
Oh,
for them to see some action.
Paring, an offensive foul called.
That's Lavelo. Nice defense on Xander Paring, making it difficult for him
And that
to
was
get past.
that was the last foul to give para dito kay Xander Paring. Up and under move, and it's good. And Prince Navidad ties this ball game up at 53.
Prince Navidad absent to the second half, only scored 5 points nung first half, pero nung second, hindi na siya nakapuntos. Ngayon lang sa overtime period.
12 to shoot. And the dump pass. Lang itong si Xander Paring tried to tap it out to Potpot Bailon. 6 seconds to shoot for Bauan. Bailon drives closer. Bailon, the righty finish. Master.
Pot Bailon. Excuse me. Let me get a couple of points to
Wow.
get the lead.
Bauan back in the driver's seat. 12 to shoot. And that was a bobbled play for Miko Musngi. Second try, no good. And another foul on Dasmariñas. It will send itong si Cloyd Espanto to the foul line. Let's take a look at that play one more time. Potpot Bailon. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you very much.
How do you like that? Using his body to protect that ball. That way it wouldn't be tapped away from him. And now you see me, now you don't move for Potpot Bailon.
Unfortunately, though, Cloyd Espanto could not extend this advantage. Once again, we are down to the midnight hours, this time in overtime. 1 out of 2 for Cloyd Espanto.
A nice cushion para sa Bauan. 3-point lead.
And once again, Prince Navidad could not get away from that defense that's pushing him to the sideline. Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops calls this timeout with 2:48 remaining in the extra session. Two minutes and 48 remaining sa ating overtime period. Bauan, Cafe Uno, leading by 3 kontra sa Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops. Let's see if Bauan could close this one out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The spin move, the finish, wala. Second try, and it bounces in for Prince Lubaton.
And this is where it counts here in the overtime period. Those the composure that they're showing, talking about itong Bauan Cafe Uno in terms of their offense. Not panicking, staying patient, getting those baskets inside.
And that is it for the afternoon for Kian Magno. Getting his 5th personal foul on that loose ball play. It will send itong si Cloyd Espanto to the 4.5-meter line. Nalalagas na itong Dasmariñas.
Habang ito naman Bauan is slowly pulling away. Gonna try to build a 7-point lead.
First free throw is short.
Or maybe a 6-point lead.
Yon. Kaya ako hindi na ako nagsasalita, coach eh. Split from the line for Cloyd Espanto. That's 7 points here in the extra period for Bauan. Baseline drive. Oh, what a play! That was a Kyrie Irving-esque play for Prince Navidad.
Going to the reverse, up and then under for Prince.
Cav Masangya with the steal. Launches a three. He left it short, and we are down to the final 2 minutes of the extra session. Pot Bailon. Pounded here by Cav Masangya. And a little too much contact on Masangya.
Bit too much PSI on that one for Cav against Pot Bailon. They are at the penalty, so that's gonna mean free throws for Pot Bailon.
Let's see if the PSI will get to Pot Bailon. Coolly, calmly, collectedly taking and making that free throw. Chance to make this a 6-point game. Bailon missing. Long rebound by Pot Bailon. And lucky for him, Cav Masangya had his hand on the basketball but was out of bounds.
So under a couple of minutes. Minute 39 to be exact.
Long two, in and out for Cloyd Espanto, and we have a whistle on the floor. It will mean 2 more free throws. And it's against Daniel Garcia. Let's take a look at that one more time. Too much contact, trying to close out.
Offensive rebound by Prince Lubaton. Off of that shot by Cloyd Espanto.
Minute and a half remaining, and Bauan could not capitalize on a possible closeout point here.
Trying to make it a 2-possession game at 6 points. That's going to force a couple of 3-pointers from Dasmariñas.
Pot Bailon with the steal and the finish, and that might be the early dagger for Bauan.
Defense to offense, Pot Bailon doing his thing in this ball game.
Xander Paring forces that turnover as we take a look one more time. Pot Bailon, the steal, the bucket. And right now, Bauan leading by 8. So Dasmariñas doon, Pacundo 4A Hoops, naghahanap ng magic bunot. And now here comes Dasmariñas. And a steal by Marcos Uy, and a traveling violation.
A minute remaining, a minute 9 remaining. 63-55. Be a tough comeback unless you have Reggie Miller on your lineup.
Oo. A minute remaining. And Dasmariñas having a hard time in their offensive set. 7 seconds remaining and a miss from Masangya. Down on the ground is Masangya and he got tied up there. And jump ball will go the way of Dasmariñas. 45.5 seconds remaining in the overtime period. Baseline inbound here for Dominic Prangan. Prangan quickly inbounds it to Christian Tampos. Drive to the basket and a miss for Cav Masangya.
Nice drive inside by Cav. Just couldn't knock that one down. One of those things. Everything but the basket for the side of Dasmariñas. Don Pacundo for a hoops.
12-second difference between game and shot clock. Here comes Xander Paring. Prince Lubaton throws it up but no good. And Bauan Cafe Uno will hang on for the victory in overtime. And what a way to get win number 2 in 4 games for Bauan Cafe Uno over Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops. Your final score 63-55. And what a game we just witnessed, Coach Anton.
Oh, now they were down by 9 points. Talking about itong Bauan Cafe Uno. Climbing back slowly but surely. Did not panic. Took it a point at a time. 2 points at a time, rather. And again, forcing overtime after that crucial Marcus Uy free throw. And again, hats off to head coach Joel Gragasin, staying composed in this game.
Yes, and also you gotta give it up to these players for not giving up, showing that will to win, even when nakita natin na itong Dasmariñas was determined to get this victory today on a Saturday. Of course, interviewin ni Rinoa, ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game shortly, but that guy, who is our Chef's Magic Player of the Game, grabe rin ang kanyang pinakita today, doing those crucial shots during that extra session.
Mukhang nakabuti yung interview sa kanya
Oo.
ni Renoa. But you'll find out who we are talking about in just a little bit. But again, hats off to Bauan Cafe Uno. Staying composed, not panicking, even if they were down late. Came back from that 9-point deficit.
And now let's send it over to Renoa Sanchez with our Chef's Magic Player of the Game interview shortly. So again, for Bauan Cafe Uno, now 2-2 for the season, while itong Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops going down to 1-3 for the season. And now once again to Renoa Sanchez for our Best Player of the Game interview.
Diego, Coach Anton, kasama ko na nga the very well-deserving Chef's Magic Player of the Game. None other than Potpot Bailon. And of course, congratulations to Bauan Cafe Uno for bringing home the first win for this series of games. Potpot, pag-usapan natin yung performance mo. 2 points ka lang from first to third quarter, pero pagka fourth quarter, dun ka pumutok. Anong nangyari?
Sinunod lang po namin si Coach at nagtulong-tulong lang po kami.
Pot, baka may gusto kang pasalamatan na patuloy na sumusuporta sa'yo.
Thank you po sa coaches and sa teammate ko and sa family ko, kay ate, kay tatay. Ayun na, bati mo. And kay Sir Eric Del Castillo, Imprenta, and Copex, and San Sinarangan Batch 2007, the Seashore Beach Club, and sa Midnight Vipers. And kay Coach Kenji.
Once again, congratulations, Potpot, and congratulations din to Bauan Cafe Uno. Ngayon naman, ibabalik ko kayo kay Diego and Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez. For job well done also today. On your screens from Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo 4A Hoops, Arvin Mortel are the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. 14 rebounds and 4 steals. Of course, up next, that is our Don Benito's Assist Man of the Game, Xander Paring of Bauan Cafe Uno with 4 assists. Pushing itong Bauan Cafe Uno to that victory. Coming up next, the second of our trilogy between Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo 4A Hoops and Bauan Cafe Uno, this time in the 16 and under division. As we leave you with our Chef's Magic game highlights. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Of course, thank you to Renoa Sanchez, our courtside reporter. Stay tuned for more action dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3.
Liga